McPhee. This is a, wow, boy, this camera is not going to be good for anything on it. I do apologize, I need to go with backup plan. Not my normal way of doing this. I usually have a different tablet, a much better, much more expensive tablet that I'm doing this on. So the video quality here is not going to be as good. I apologize. This is Mr. McPhee for GMU Today. We're just going to do a little short version, maybe a couple little couple GMU shorts. Give me just a moment. By the way, yeah, some really interesting stuff is coming up here. That. Anyway, let me read this article to you. Okay. Now, there's one country that I know of in Europe who all along didn't do what all the other countries were doing. Okay, here it is. Are we ready? Okay. So Sweden, official coronavirus strategy of keeping the country open seems to be working. Sweden official coronavirus strategy of keeping the country open seems to be working. Oh, really? Really? What does that mean? Yeah, Sweden's probably a smaller country than a lot of places, but the full scope of the matter is their kind of the rationale is a herd immunity, so that so many people get infected with the virus, and what happens is they get an infection, and if they heal, which most healthy people would probably heal from it, they become immune to it. So the more people that develop an immunity, it's kind of one big herd, it has an immunity. So here we go again. I apologize. Bear with me. I'm still having some soreness in the lower jaw. So anyway, this is it. Sweden's top epidemiologist believes his country could reach herd immunity for COVID-19 in the population by May. By May. Okay. According to our modelers at the Public Health Agency, according to our modelers at the Public Health Agency of Sweden, we are starting to see so many immune people in the population in Stockholm that it is starting to have an effect on the spread of the infection. Dr. Andrew Techno recently told local reporters, according to the UK Daily Mail. Our models point to sometime in May. While Sweden has canceled large sporting and other events, schools, gyms, bars, and restaurants have remained open, relying on citizens to do what is necessary. To keep themselves safe. Not a bad plan. Okay, so the government has banned gatherings of 50 people and barred visits to nursing homes. It also banned non-essential travel to Sweden from outside the EU. The Daily Mail reported. A few steps even our own president has taken, but he never said lock everybody down like they were criminals under house arrest. Did he? He didn't say that. Okay, so I mean, it doesn't matter whether you like him or dislike him. He never said that. And I pay close attention to what he has to say, because that tells me whether I should vote for the current administration in the next election, if I vote, which I probably will. I most likely will. I'm just saying, that's my thing. I do it, Not gonna judge anyone if you don't, but I mean, certain billionaires are there for a purpose. Other billionaires, or they're just like a paycheck. We know that Trump is not there collecting a paycheck because he's not taking any pay or didn't accept it. I mean, it doesn't mean he doesn't have enough money, but yeah. So this is all kind of weird stuff here. But anyway, so back to this article. John Byrne Murdoch of the Financial Times noted in a Monday tweet that Stockholm, Sweden's capital city and largest population center, 2.4 million in the metro area, has seen a decline in new hospitalizations. A decline in new hospitalizations. Okay, so Stockholm, Sweden. No, it says John Byrne Murdoch. Okay. Stockholm, remember, Sweden has not locked down the most locked down like most places. Social gatherings still common, but data show steady deceleration in new hospitalizations. Okay, that's good news. Daily hospital beds occupied now unchanged versus last week, and on course for net week-on-week reduction very soon. Okay, according to Johns Hopkins, Sweden has 14,777 confirmed cases and 1,580 deaths. Do you think the United States took too aggressive an approach to the coronavirus? And this is from the Western Journal. I forgot to mention that. Sorry, Western Journal. And all their editors and staff, their writers, editors, and all the people that work in these articles. But anyway, they took a poll, and it asked, do you think the United States took too aggressive of an approach to the coronavirus? Yes, replied 63% for yes, 37% for no. Well, I can see where, in many ways, the United States took way too aggressive actions. Not so much at the federal level, but each state dictating to everybody like we're under communist rule. Man, folks, read up on the Constitution. Read up on the Constitution. Yeah, even poor Maryland is getting hammered by whoever there, the governor. I heard he was a really popular governor, but probably won't be after this. There's a reason so many Democrats are walking away from their own party. Anyways, critics have pointed out that Sweden has had a significantly higher death rate at 118 per 1 million people than the surrounding Nordic nations of Norway, Finland, and Denmark. Sweden's per million tally is also significantly higher than the 42 recorded in Germany, but remains lower than the United Kingdom's rate of 182 as of Tuesday, as far below Italy's 349 and Spain's 399. The Guardian reported, excuse me. And this is George Eaton. He's replying. Also worth noting that Sweden's death rate, the yellow line, far exceeds those of its Nordic neighbors. Herd immunity has a cost. Nah. Okay, I'm gonna do I'm gonna brush up. I'm gonna help everyone brush up on their immune system. Your immune system works. And the only way it can work is if it's exposed to this crap. Okay, it doesn't work by putting everybody under house arrest in their own homes. It just doesn't work. That causes our immune system to become dormant, and they won't fight off infections as easily. So that in itself. I'm not a doctor. I don't proclaim to be a doctor. All my subscribers probably know that by now. If they didn't, they do now. But my subscribers are smart. CV Guilty, Rob, uh, Danny Boone, Edward Black, Black Bull Sheets, Tom, and so many others. Now I think I'm up to 23, 24 subscribers. Appreciate it, guys. And I can always use prayer. If anybody out there wants to pray, just pray for my health. Mostly my mouth. It got 2 implants in the bottom of my mouth and having some issues right now. One thing I do have is a great dentist, and hopefully he'll help me take care of that. So, back to the article. Statistics show Sweden's death rate per million at approximately 151 versus the United States at 124. Tegnell is confident that his country made the right call in not going into a lockdown. I am very skeptical of lockdowns altogether, but if you ever do them, you should do them at an early stage, he said. So far, what we are doing is working, Tegnell added. In a sense, we are beating it, and I am confident we are doing the best we can in the circumstances. The doctor's assessment of Sweden's less aggressive approach to the coronavirus outbreak comes as state governors weigh when and how to reopen the economies. At the Coronavirus Task Force news briefing on Monday at the White House, President Donald Trump highlighted that 30 states have one or less case per 1,000 people. Okay, far fewer cases per capita as an example that Germany, the United Kingdom, France, Italy, Ireland, Switzerland, Singapore, Britain, Belgium, Spain, Norway, Netherlands, Austria, Sweden, he said. Okay, so now, with that all said, do you think the United States really made the right move? I think it was right to close the country's borders to other countries. I think that was the right move. Shutting down travel to and from China, that was the right move. Shutting down travel from any other country outside of America, that was the right move. Shutting down travel to and from Mexico was the right move. Anything you do to close your borders to other countries in something like this, if it's really that serious, then yes, those are the right moves. Now, for each state's governor, the right move was not, should never have been a full, what they call a lockdown. You know, that's a prison term. And YouTube, Google, it's going to go up in a bit short, so you might as well let it go through. Okay, so I call on some of the good people within the YouTube community to raise your voices. That includes you people that work for YouTube. You know who you are, and you know that you're watching. And there are some, I do believe there are some people at every company that work for truth and justice. And they don't work for, they work as if they're working for God, not as if they're working for a company. They know who they are, even at YouTube. Now, so we'll go back up here. Let's see. Well, anyway, the immunity is a pretty interesting thing. I'll give you an article here. I'm going to look up, I want to do this on my other tablet. It's just so much better. This seems dull to me. But anyway, I'll give you one more shot here. And this is a longer GMU shorts. But anyway, this is by Douglas Golden, published April 17, 2020, at 9:38 a.m. Excuse me. Oh, never mind. That's old. I'm sorry. You don't want to hear that. Well, let's see. I think that's good enough for tonight, guys. I am really tired. I'm exhausted. I had a dentist appointment today, and haven't been sleeping real well. So I'm going to close this out. You know, we need to pray for our leaders. We definitely need to do all that stuff. Um, but what we need to really focus on is, you know, getting leaders to do the right thing. And for instance, I'm in Michigan. We really truly do have a communist governor. Yes. Um, and I'm not sorry. I'm sorry that she ever got elected. She doesn't know what the hell she's doing. Um, I would have a little bit more emotion in me if it wasn't so late and I wasn't so tired. But yeah, I don't know how Maryland's governor is. Seems kind of comedy type, along with several others. Virginia. Um, yeah, we got to get rid of those people. Get rid of them. Um, and I really hope and pray that all the governors of all the states who they're just simply being overly aggressive with what they call lockdowns. I hope and pray that they are kicked out of office. I hope and pray that they are locked up and a key thrown away for violating the Constitution of America and each state's constitution. Alright, now, as you know, in Michigan, there are four, northern Michigan, which is a section of Michigan, four sheriffs that are northern Michigan that essentially came against parts of Michigan Governor Whitmer's order, and they will not enforce a part of it or parts of it. And let's say, just for instance, I'll use Benzie County. Benzie County Sheriff was adamant. I will not. My team will not enforce parts of this order. It is unconstitutional. He just flat out said, basically, you know, it's violating the Constitution. We're not going to enforce parts of it. We'll look at these on a case-by-case basis and decide what needs to be done. Anyways, I think that's the best approach. And any enforcement really should be left up to law enforcement, not have the government dictate to law enforcement. It is not the governor's job to tell law enforcement they have to arrest people. It is law enforcement's job to tell people, including your governor, when they overstep their bounds and their authority. Police departments are in charge of enforcing the law. Police, you know, your county sheriffs, it has to be that way. You know, some police departments get out of hand, yes. Some police departments get out of whack. Sometimes it's because they have a poor leader, or maybe a leader's in poor health. And, you know, maybe not. Maybe it's just somebody is just learning how to do it. So, I mean, it's just, you know, number of things can go haywire there. But anyway, my friends, I really appreciate you tuning in. This is GMU Today, GMU Shorts, with Mr. Nick, your host. Don't forget to join me for the full program when it airs, mostly in the morning, noon, and early evening. That would be GMU Today. This has been GMU Shorts, so a little bit extended version. C. Beagle, D. Rob, Daniel Boone, Edward Blackback, Triple Sheets, Tom, and a handful of others. I really appreciate you subscribing and staying subscribed. To my longtime subscribers, C. Beagle, D. Rob, Daniel Boone, I really, really, really appreciate you guys. So much input. Please, guys, all my subscribers, please do. If you like these videos, hit that like button. share and subscribe. Do subscribe if you, obviously my subscribers are already subscribed, but hit that, hit that share button too and share the heck out of the videos if you like them. This one's plain Jane. It's late. I'm tired. Um, well, had a long day today. So, God bless you all and have a great day. This is Mr. B for GMU today and GMU Shorts. Have a great day. Keep your shorts on. The full version of GMU Today will be back tomorrow.